Hello everyone, my name is Lemmy and welcome to Lemmy's Lair. So, a while back, we did Overwatch and League rankings, like week by week. I really enjoyed it, and now Overwatch League is dead in the ground. So, instead, what we'll be doing is we're going to be doing VCT 2024. We're going to be doing every region in the same tier list except, uh, the Chinese region, because I'm not well acquainted with those teams just yet, so I have no idea. But we have to make the categories first. So S tier. What would S tier be? Like winning. I'll do winning contenders. And then A would just be like uh qualifying. And then B would be like I'm gonna put hopium tier. Okay. Wait, that's not how you spell hopium. It's yeah. Okay. And then mid D is bad. And then like this bottom tier team, I'll make it a pretty color. This bottom tier team would be like this is DFM tier. So, shall we get started? I also have VLR up. We can just go around here, all that. First team up's 100 Thieves. Now, 100 Thieves are a very interesting team. They start out with against Sentinels. Okay. Let's see their roster real quick. So their roster is Boostio, Bang, Cryo, EU, and Asuna. That's a pretty decent team, I would say. Jesus Christ. Okay. Other than this entire thing, I would say that it's alright. Like 100 Thieves looks like a pretty good team. Borderline qualifying. Like in this group, it's gonna be Leviathan Loud, and then it's like they beat Fury and MIBR, so it's like 100 Thieves versus EG to qualify. And I think 100 Thieves wins that pretty well. So we're gonna put them in Hopium because like in the grand scheme of things, they're not too great. They're like a solid 5th to 6th team, which does qualify, I think. Anyways, God, that is atrocious. T. Okay, we gotta go through this slightly quicker. Leviathan. Leviathan's an interesting team. I think it's one of those teams where they just grab people like the best off each team, which is fair. I that works usually. But like their wins so far have not been too impressive. Like when they grabbed their new roster, which was like here-ish, could also be here. Either way, they beat Crew, Cloud9, and Furia, which are bottom level teams. Then they barely edge out 100 Thieves, then lose to Loud and Sen. Which isn't bad losses, I don't know. It's just it's interesting, you know? Leviathan definitely have the potential to be a big super team, but so far I'm not seeing it. The games they got C9 as a first week. That's not too bad. Then Sen and then NRG, like these two are pretty bad, but after that they're fine, they're fine. Being put in Omega group is honestly kind of a blessing, I would say. Kind of a curse. I don't know. Being put in the Omega group just means that you have to compete against one more team. I don't know. I don't know which group's better to be put in. But I'm gonna put them. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna put them here for now. When we come back to this list, they could easily be higher. But like, oh wait, did I misspell mid? Dang. But like, I would just say they're at the top of Hopium. Let's do the Americas teams first. I don't want to start clicking around to EMEA and shit. Next one would be NRG. NRG are an interesting team. They have the Optic Core with Ethan and Demon 1. They're alright. I wouldn't say they're too great just yet. Because, like, they beat Fury and Cloud9, which is, like, congrats, I guess. But then they lose to Sen. I don't know. I think that... I think they're qualifying. Like, as much as I dislike Energy as an org and the players, they're gonna qualify. I don't know if they're gonna... I don't know if they're winning contenders just yet. Because, I mean, they're pretty good, man. I don't know. It's difficult to say. But I'm pretty sure they're facing Loud, like, pretty early. Yeah, they're facing Loud week 1. So honestly, I may put Energy aside Loud. We'll see, we'll see. Next is Sen. Sentinels, I mean, they won the like their first week may look shaky because John is having visa issues. But like other than that, they're winning contenders. They're in the same group as Energy. But like we've seen them go up against Loud, Leviathan, Energy, 100 Thieves. Literally the best teams, all of the best teams here, and they've won every game. The only one that I would consider trying to take them down would be like Loud. Now the first week may look shaky for Sen because they may be playing with a sub or no practice. But after that, everything should go smoothly. Now we have C9. C9's a team that's in the franchise league. So they made more roster changes for some reason. So they swapped out, who was it? They swapped out Jake and Whippy for Moose and Rooney. As a Moist Shopify fan, Moose is pretty good. But, like, I just don't see this working. I just don't see it working, genuinely. Like, Oxy is alright. Like, Oxy, if they get any wins, it will be by Oxy. I think this is going to be one of those things where it's like, it's kind of like Tens in the first Reykjavik, where he just forced his team to win. But, I think I'm gonna put them bad, honestly. I mean, I don't know where else to put them, honestly. They're bad right now. What's their first game? Their first game's against Leviathan. If they beat Leviathan, then we have some talking ground, but currently I'm just not seeing the vision where C9's going. Then we have EG. EG. I first of all hate this team. Not like I just hate the org. Wow, what a hot take. But they haven't proven themselves at all, really. They beat G2 and then they lost to Loud. That is 2 games. I mean, we can go for the players, I guess. Judgma's pretty good. I think he's slightly overrated. And then Nature is cool. He's alright. And Derek, he's there. But like, yeah, they're literally unranked. Now, in this Loud game, we saw Ascent. We saw Ascent where Potter just worked their magic and somehow anti-stratted Loud so hard that, it's good. It's good. But they need to anti-strat every team, and I just don't think that works for longevity purposes. So I'm gonna put them over Cloud9. I'm gonna put them in mid. That's actually a pretty good EG tier. Just they're not, I don't think they will qualify for anything this year. And if they do, I will be very surprised. But they're not contenders. I could put them in Hopium, but like I think the teams in Hopium will be better than uh whoever. Okay, anyways. Loud. Loud look great, honestly. I I know this is a boring pick, picking the top two. Loud look absolutely amazing. Like they played pretty well. They choked at the end, but like I think they just look good. Um, Now that I'm gonna put them down here. Actually, they're qualifying, but like we're we're just waiting for that like the core is still winning. Like the core is still very strong and solid and all of that, but it's just not looking. I think Loud are on the same tier as like Navi, I think, where they're like they look pretty good, but it's just not looking like they have like anything to accomplish yet. There's definitely a chance QCK looks great, but also you have to replace Aspas. And it's just difficult. I'm still stuck on Loud currently. We will see against the game against Energy. I think I'm gonna just put these two here, and whoever wins, I'll move up. Genuinely. And this is for only split one. Split two is gonna be very interesting. I think that's personally gonna be more interesting than split one, but anyways, MIBR. Who does MIBR have on their team actually? Mazine, JZZ, Ardzine, RGL Meister, and for FRZ. They beat G2. I don't know. I don't know. This is difficult actually. Cause like other than Sentinels, and that's Sentinels, you can't really again other than fighting the best team in the world, they look pretty solid against like lower to mid teams. They haven't made any roster changes or anything, so I'm guessing they're trying to hunker down. So I'm just gonna put them mid. I think above EG. Maybe. This is difficult. How did MIBR do against G2? 2-1. I'll put them under EG for now. This bottom area is definitely a toss-up. I just don't know. How many more America's teams? We got like two? Okay. Two? Three? G2. G2. What roster change did they make? Uh, Jonah P. Leaf, Trent, Valinet. I'm going to check Twitter real quick. But okay, they beat Sentinels, which, gonna be honest, Sen was throwing that game. They won the map they needed, so they threw. But other than that, I mean, like, it looks fine. I don't know. Uh, I wish that instead of seeing G2. I don't know. They could have made a roster change at this point. There's a chance. We don't know this. We don't know. But G2 just look kind of mid. I'm gonna be honest. Like, they probably look like the best Ascension team, which is surprising. Never mind. Actually, that's a toss-up. I don't know. They they look alright. They beat Crew, which is not a very big accomplishment. And then they lose MIBR. Probably would have lost to Sen. We don't know. G2's a big toss-up here. But like there's a chance they're good. I don't think I think we're gonna put them in mid under MIBR. So now I think this is the last team. I think. We may be missing a team. We got Crew. What are our thoughts on Crew? Who does Crew have on their team? Klaus, Melzer, Kesnit, Shy, Heat. I've never heard of Heat. Played for MIBR. So this is a new signing. Oh. Wait, then who did they play? One second. Who did Crew use? Who did Heat replace? MTA. Interesting. So I think Crew look bad. Do I even put them in DFM tier? I just think Crew fans will be absolutely crying if they go another winless season, but I don't know who Crew would beat, in all honesty. Their team just isn't strong. Oh. Actually, okay, the real game of the week here is Crew versus Furia. Because they're both atrocious right now. But what Furia did make a roster change. Yeah. It hasn't updated yet. But they brought in Nazwar to replace Lazali. Lazai, I don't know. I think that's a really good roster change. And I am excited. This will be game of the week against bottom feeder teams. And yeah. Here's my declaration. Whichever team wins this game is getting out of Dead Nation Focus Me. That's my hot take. Now we get some interesting stuff. We get to go to EMEA. I don't watch this region too much, but I know enough players and teams that I think we can gloss over this quickly. So, Alpha is stacked. Carmine Corp, Fnatic, Vitality. This is how it's gonna look. Maybe Fnatic and Carmine Corp switch. Omega's also okay. This is the weirdest region for me. Because oh my god, there are too many mid teams. I don't think I've ever seen a region, at least for the time that I've been watching this, that has had like this many contenders. There's a genuine 6 contenders to qualify. So I'm gonna need to divide this pretty well. First off, let's go Carmine Corp. Carmine Corp, I would say are winning contenders. They played pretty solid. Shin, Martine, Magnum, Tom Z, Narrate. I think Narrate's a bit overrated. I think Martine's also a bit overrated, but they play well enough as a team to just overcome that. And I think they're just a solid team all around. Definitely winning contenders. Next, Giants. I have Giant X. Oh, it's different. They replaced Nyuke with Perp O. I've never heard of this player before. Looks like no one else has either. But he looks pretty good on initiators. I don't know what he'll be playing or anything, but if like they have Redgar, Hoodie, Cloud, Vitinha. I did hear in Plat chat that they may have some role swaps. I just Giant X doesn't seem bad enough to be put in Detonation Focus Me, but I'm gonna put him under Cloud9. Gonna be honest. I don't think they're better than Cloud9. I don't think they will be better than Cloud9. Because if Giant X improves a lot, I think Cloud9 will improve tenfold. Then we have Fnatic. Fnatic look good. I mean, they just look good. I can't really say anything else. They have the same team. It's decent. Some players are a bit overrated. They barely beat Cloud9. Like, they beat Vitality. That's a pretty good fight. It did go OT map 1, but you know. Like, Fnatic look just good. They look solid. I would say they're winning contenders. I don't know. Maybe I put them qualifying, actually. I'm gonna do one team from each region up here. I'm gonna put them qualifying. Next, Vitality. The other team. Vitality also look good. They look solid, what can I say? I'm pretty sure they won the... Did they? No. Oh, they lost the Carmine Core. Like, they stomped out Koi, they beat Gentlemates, they beat Gentlemates again. They have safe kicks, C-netter, C-net, sender. I don't know this guy. There's a chance. I think, like, they're qualifiers. Like, there's a chance, but I think I'm gonna put them at the mid-hopium level. Because, like, not every team can be qualifying, because it's qualifying to Masters events. And it's just like, we don't know yet. But it's not looking too bad. BBL, Detonation Focus Me tier. BBL do not look good. I've not heard of any of these players. They are ranked 42 in Europe. They are a partnered team. They do not look good. Period. Borderline worst team in the league. Koi. Okay. I'm a Koi believer. Not many people are. They lost Carmine Corn Vitality, but they beat Team Liquid. They beat Team Liquid. They don't have many players that I know. I know this guy's alright. But, like, there's definitely potential, but they're still bad. I would put them over C9, but they're still bad. So, like, this is lower EM. I don't think there will be a single mid EMEA team, honestly. So, after this, we have Team Heretics. Team Heretics, if you didn't know, made it to Masters and then lost to Sentinels and Paper X. Boo, Mini Boo, Reigns, Benji Fishy, Patatek, Woot. I think I'm gonna put them in Hopium, honestly. They're a good team. They have solid fundamentals. They're a bit young. They run weird comps. The only thing that I'm putting against them is visa issues and all of that stuff, because like Woot's gonna be up for a while, and like Mini Boo or something. A bunch of stuff they're dealing with right now, but there's a chance they can definitely clutch something up. Them versus Fnatic are gonna be crazy. But yeah, I'm excited. Next we have Gentlemates. I don't know Gentlemates. They look alright, except they lost to Vitality. They look pretty. I'm just gonna put them in bad for now. Put them lower. We'll see. I'll watch a Gentlemates game, and then I'll gauge my opinion from there. That's all I can really do. Team Liquid. Team Liquid are a team. Liquid. They have such solid players. And Kaiko, honestly, carried hard. Like, Kaiko is also one of those players where if he wants to win, his team will win. I don't want to put them in mid, but they are probably mid. Like here. Maybe above G2. It's looking down for Team Liquid. And then we have Foot and Navi. Foot look good, what can I say? Foot look great, good. Almost beat Carmine Core. They have CNED. Need I say more? I mean, they have solid fundamentals, they can run some weird comps. This mostly relies on the op, a bit too much in my opinion. But like Foot look good. I would put them in qualifying borderline. And I would also put Navi in qualifying above Foot. Because Navi, I cheer for two teams in this region, Navi and Koi. Navi look great. I don't like Artis. But like, Xiao, Soigetsu, Zaipen, they all, this team works. It just works pretty well. They lost to Team Heretics. But now that they have a bunch of practice time, I'm hoping to see major improvements. But also, I haven't seen a bunch of these teams in a while. Now we go to Pacific, a region I actually watch a good amount, I would say. Here we go. Talon. 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 They beat Team Secret 2-0 in a solid game. Then they lose to DRX, and it's like, that's okay, and then they lose to Team Secret. Talon look alright. You have, Governor, I guess. He's pretty good. I don't know, he's inactive. You have Bon. Like, it's a decent team. I don't see them doing anything more than bad, honestly. But also, Pacific's low-key hella stacked. Team Secret. Good team. They have Jesse Vash, they have Jeremy. They have solid fundamentals, I think. I think it's doable. Like, I think they're at, like, mid-hopium. There's a chance they qualify. Maybe. Maybe not. We don't know. RRQ. I haven't watched much RRQ, but, like, they almost beat Genji twice. I'm just gonna put them at top of mid, and then we'll see what happens from there. Because their first game is, like, what? Team Secret? That's gonna be a solid game. That'll be a solid game. Bleed. God, this team. There's gonna be people saying, like, a bunch of stuff. I don't care. Zest is good. We all know this. But Bleed looked borderline terrible. They just played poorly. I'm gonna put them, like, bottom of bad. Bleed do not look good. Like, I was excited, and then they added Yay, and then they just really killed their synergy, and Ye is just not playing well at all. But we all knew this. I don't know why we like expected him to really pop off after a year and not being able to win a single game in Tier 2. Anyways, Global Esports, they look not great. Like, they didn't qualify. They beat Bleed, so slightly better than Bleed. They may beat Zeta just because of all the experience they've had with Zeta. I'm gonna put them right above Bleed, but they're still bad. The team, uh, they have Benkai. That's like the real bright light that they got, but other than that, not really. Zeta, I'm a Zeta fan, but also Zeta's not looking great. Gonna be honest. They have Sugar Zero, they have Laz Depp. I wish they kept Crow. They did not keep Crow. So, like, I mean, they have him, but, like, Heroine and Euron, they're alright. They're solid contributors. I mean, in their game against Gen.G. Like, Heroine tried to play, but just didn't work out. Heroine didn't really step up. But in a game that they, like, crush, they're solid contributors. I just think Zeta are gonna be epitome of mid, so I'm gonna put them like dead center. Gen.G look good, they look great, blah blah blah. We know. Second best team in the world? Probably. They just look crazy. Munchkins, hella underrated. Still. Crazy team, I don't... All that. Then we have Paper X. Paper X... Paper X is something. They have Jing back. Which, we love Jing. But, like, now, we don't know. Like, I'm gonna put them here. Fuck. I'm gonna put them here. I know they were, like, I know they beat Loud, but we just have to see. We gotta play this one by ear. Paper's first game's against T1. Speak of T1, they're pretty good. I'm gonna put them, like, here. T1 look very solid, blah blah blah, all that shit. Like, Carpe, Izu, Xcure, Side Player, like, every single person on this team's a contributor. It's like Korean, mostly Korean, Sentinels. Where they just look good. They look good, solid. We'll see, we'll see. But back on Paper X. Paper X can win a tournament. They can. We just have to see how, like, now they're back to their old ways. We gotta see how they play together. All of that. We gotta play it by ear. Dead Nation Focus Me. They're being put in Dead Nation Focus Me tier. I'm gonna be honest. They don't look very good. They made it to the... Did they? They didn't? What team did I... Yeah, they got crushed. Lost to DRX and then Team Secret, which are two solid teams, but also just... I don't see any talent on DFM, honestly. I don't see any, like, contributors that could really push them past going winless again. Last one, DRX. DRX are an interesting team. Interesting. They lost to Gen.G. Okay, that doesn't really matter. I mean, it kind of does, but, like, you know. Their talents are alright. They got Stax, Mako, Buzz, and then they have Flashback, Foxy9, and Bane. Finally. DRX Prospects, Trial, DRX Prospects, Vision Strikers, Trial, Stand-In. Feel bad for this guy. I feel bad for this guy. But I think he will play well. I think he'll play well. I don't know how well he'll play. I don't understand, like, the roles here. But they're going up against Team Secret, which is a solid team. Honestly, I'm just gonna put them in Hopium. I'm gonna put them right next, and then, same thing. Whoever wins, who goes up and down, all that. Now, what I think's interesting is let's look at my pick'ems for each. Because I already did them. I already did the first full segment, but let's just look. So Leviathan versus Cloud9, this is an interesting matchup. Leviathan look like a more solid team with more solid talent at the current moment. I don't see Cloud9 winning this. Loud versus Energy. I'm hoping Loud. Okay, now that I think of like all the visa issues and stuff, I think Energy are gonna win this game now. Like, now that I just like consider everything, all that, I don't know. G2, I don't know if they made any role changes or not. I remember hearing something about it. I'll have to research more later. But I think EG don't look great except for Judgment. I think there's a chance. If Judgment wills it into existence, they can win. Not a very likely chance, but there's a chance. Sentinels versus 100 Thieves. Even without John QT, 100 Thieves don't look too well-rounded and, like, stable. Currently, we'll have to see. They have gotten more practice in, but I don't know. I expect Sentinels to win this game, but it's going to be a banger. Crew Furia, now that they have Nuzlocke, I think Furia are just going to, like, crush. But that's just me. And I'm not going to elaborate on these pick'ems currently because I'm probably going to change them after week 1. We'll see. But yeah, if you stuck around, thank you very much. I'm very excited for this upcoming VCT season. As you can see by how balanced it looks, it's one of the most... anyone can take it, and I'm glad Sentinels did. But I will see you all next time. So, goodbye.